I gave the following idea a lot of consideration whether to do it or not, to propose it here or not, to open up. It took me quite some time to reassure myself that this is what I wanted to do, to come forward with the idea and ask your humble opinion. I needed to focus and look beyond. And to do this, I had to start from scratch. The idea here is to sell my real estate and allow me to grab this opportunity and this Pecha Kucha tonight to share with this concealed information with you tonight. Don't be fooled here. The question is not whether I would sell, eventually I will, but the question is how and when. I never sold real estate, and it seems an eternity since I built this lot, so I did some research. I looked in specialized mags to find valuable tips to sell property. It's pretty logical what's in there. We all know what's in there, and it's good to have it right in front of your nose. Some tips and tricks. Remove furniture. So you seem to appear to have more space. Do you live in a round tower? Initial inhabitants, for example, Dustin Hoffman, might give your real estate a good hook to sell with. To begin with, the size of the estate, to end with the price, the current rate of the loans, the antique shares, the wooden floor, the sewer that stank, the loose door, the advance at the bank, the current trends in home selling markets. You have a car, where do you park it? Do you know a good photographer? You maybe need to repaint some walls, install a bathroom, better invest some than lowering the price. And word of mouth, it always works. So tell your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, before you tell them that you sell the place. When having a tour, remove your family pictures. Take down the family pictures. People want to imagine themselves living there, create a cozy atmosphere. Show natural fibers, woodworks, or bake a bread to smell of bread. That's the summon of coziness. The initial renters, they messed up the place. They first had a premium place. They considered it even as paradise, but they broke their contract. I did forgive them, we came clean, so I reallocated them. I offered them a current place to live. Their family is still living there, but they made such mess, such damage they did. You make an acquisition with a nice plan in the back of your head. You know how, and you know how it goes. None of it come true. And I had to kick the people out. So I tried to find a way, because the situation deteriorated, and the place, it was awful. The insurance refused my claims. Neglectance, they say. I neglected the place. I neglected to go and see for myself. But I did send my son once or twice, because I sent him back. He gave some advice to the inhabitants at the time, but they didn't accept his advice. And the place deteriorated. It all went downhill. The damage, partly, it's my fault, true. The renters, the earthlings, didn't respect the property. But I should have known. To be frank, I did. But I lacked time to invest in the project. When I move in, mysterious ways, I would start to reconstruct immediately. It's not that I would say to potential buyers that the place was once infested with giant reptiles or dinosaurs or anthropoid apes. No. The truth, I would say. But I wouldn't mention pollution or radiation to potential buyers. I would say I built the place myself. And I have made a fact sheet with the help of NASA for potential buyers. So, the Earth. Of course, we have had some problems. And, you know, Hebron, it's divine. You can camouflage everything. It's a pity you cannot camouflage the whole planet. You cannot repair a hole in the wall, put Hebron. On solid ceilings, put Hebron. I couldn't cover the whole planet with Hebron, but maybe there's a better idea. Yeah, I've done it before. I could flood the place. I would bust the heating system, the poles would melt, the sea level would rise, and the damage would all be camouflaged. Make it more spacious. I could tilt the Earth a bit. Tilt, like now we have an axis of 23 degrees. I could make it like 90 degrees. So half of the planet would have like half of the year a winter and would be very, very cold, and the other one would be extremely hot. So we would have like the Edelweiss next to the hibernating palm trees, which would be excellent. And I would have a very dynamic weather plan, which would manifest itself in wildly spread, flourishing nature. Another tip I found in specialized mags is I would hire 4 lawyers. For one, to make sure that everybody would move out. Their meteor dust cloud technique is quite effective. And secondly, to confiscate some of NASA's equipment, so I could take pictures of my real estate to sell. And one more thing, disassociate yourself with your home. This is just another planet. Beat it. For questions, remarks, or bits, please contact me through prayer. Thank you.